Hey, Fitz followers. This is going to be the first of a four-part series on a little bit of information that I learned from a book called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I just read, I say read, I don't have a lot of time just to read. So one of the things when I have a break and I have an opportunity to, I listen to things on audiobook and listened to The Power of Habit on audiobook and got a lot of great stuff out of it. And so I'm just going to introduce the basic concept of the power of habit and how you can talk a little bit over the next couple of sessions on how you can leverage the power of habit to be healthier. That's the goal, right? And so I've got a co-star today to help introduce us to the habit loop. Come here. Let's see. All right, this is Kona. Kona and his buddy Odie are going to help me a little bit introduce the idea of the habit loop that Charles Duhigg talked about. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, so I'm going to put you down here for a second. All right, so there's basically three parts to the habit loop that are important for us to understand. The first is the trigger. Right, that there's some sort of trigger that initiates the behavior. Then there's the action and the reward. And all habits can be broken down to those three things, although much more complicated in humans than it will be in the dogs, as you see. So with Kona, here he has a trigger, and the trigger is me reaching into this little thing right here and grabbing some stuff out. And he has an action, and you'll see as I walk over here, this is part of the trigger. He knows exactly what to do. He gets in his little kennel and he just waits there for me because he wants the reward. So I'm gonna see. There you go, boys. And I'm not even gonna shut the thing. They're gonna be kind of freaking out that they're not getting shut in this time. But it was super easy to train a dog that way, right? You give them, if you have a specific action that you want, and you can get them to repeat that action and give them a reward for it. And especially if there's a trigger to initiate the behavior, they will repeat that pretty much every time I get in there. They're expecting it. And the thing that we know about human beings is we have some of those same triggers. We have an automaticity that kicks in when certain triggers happen. The thing about humans is it's much more difficult to figure out what those triggers are, and sometimes much more difficult to figure out what those rewards are. And so over the next couple of weeks, we're going to look at what you can do to maybe help identify your trigger and reward mechanism so you can use that to change the actions that you're taking, both to increase positive action and to decrease some of those negative actions that we all allow our brains to get programmed to do. So that's just a basic idea. Over the next couple of weeks, just keep tuning in, and I'll give you more information on what the specific ways are that you can leverage habit to accomplish your fitness goals. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys.